welcome back. I been pretty absent, but a lot of life things going on. Some of you might know, maybe some of you don't know. This summer I got married, actually just not even 2 weeks ago. I ended up getting married. Me and Corey are officially husband and wife, and everything went more than perfect. The wedding was perfect, the ceremony was perfect, the weather was perfect. We had an outdoor wedding on our property, and just couldn't and wouldn't ask for anything better than we had all around. Everything was great. We're at a loss for words at actually how good everything went. But had a lot of that going on, a lot of life stuff with getting married. Obviously won't be too much longer, and we'll actually be leaving for our honeymoon, and we are going to Yellowstone for almost 2 weeks. So we're going to be staying right in Yellowstone for a week and driving out and sightseeing for a week. So we're going to be gone for 2.5 weeks around there, and I can't wait. I've been out west 3 times on hunting trips. Corey's never been out there, so it's going to be a pretty good experience for her, and I just can't wait. It's going to be a blast. So I'm making this video actually before we leave, just because I don't like people knowing when I'm actually gone. But might as well do a little bit of a food plot update. Get back into things. Like I said, I took a little bit of a break, but we're back. I'm gonna be filming all fall. I got a fully all brand new camera set up, and I got a big Sony A53 or something like that, AX53. I'm not positive exactly what it is. Got a Line-Act remote for it, new microphone, everything, the whole 9 yards. I got a whole brand new filming setup for camera wise. Obviously still running the GoPro, but we're gonna get right into it this fall. I've had cameras out. I've been doing my normal food plots. I've just been extremely busy with the wedding stuff, trying to make all this happen, and didn't want to put the stress on myself. Didn't want to put myself through the stress of trying to make videos while I'm also doing it. So I just took a little break this summer, this spring and summer, and that's that. It's oh, what is today? I think it's the 2nd, September 2nd. We are here. Just gonna give you guys a little bit of a food plot update. You guys haven't seen anything obviously all summer from me, and this is something I actually want to get into. This type of I've been doing a lot of management on this property as far as the land goes, in hopes it'll pay off obviously for deer and turkey hunting. The food plots, I love doing the food plots. I love knowing everything about the food plots. So if you guys ever have any questions, feel free to obviously reach out and ask. You can message me on Instagram, drop a comment down below, and I will try to get back to you guys as best I can. Obviously doing food plots that way, or trying to help somebody direct their way to the food plots through social media can be kind of hard, because I can't actually put my eyes on the land. But like I said, that's something I actually want to get into. So I've been helping quite a few buddies with their stuff, and trying to help them get things figured out. And this field in particular, I got to do a lot of work here next year. A lot of work. I planned on doing it this year with the wedding and everything. I just didn't have the time and or really the extra funds to be able to do it, because it's going to be quite expensive to do it. But I have to do something, because the soil in this field is as as far as fertilizer goes, urea, potassium, potash, stuff like that, that's all pretty good. Where I'm really struggling in this field is in my pH. This field runs a 5.0 in pH. It is pretty bad. So they're actually calling for 8,000 pounds of lime to the acre in this field. And my biggest problem with this field is it's not easily accessible via lime truck. So I got to figure a way to get bags back here and spread by hand and or with the tractor. I'm hoping to find a PTO driven spreader for the back of the tractor, something I can load 300-400 pounds in at a time to come back here and spread lime. But anyways, let's get into the food plot. This is I call this my back 40 plot. This is normally where I do my corn and beans, or sorry, my corn and brassica. This year I did a little something a little bit different. I still did corn, and I did soybeans in this field for the very first time. And where the beans did good, they're doing fantastic. They're just starting to flower now, which they're starting to flower pretty late, making me honestly a little bit nervous because southern New York is getting a frost warning tonight. So I'm hoping we don't get nothing up here that would delay or halt the process of these beans getting some pods on them. They're doing great like I said, where they're growing, they are growing. Actually, I'll show you guys right here. That is a T-post. That thing is right about 5 feet tall. So the beans in here are they're a little bit taller on the back side. This side got hammered by the woodchucks. There's a couple of dens in here, and the woodchucks just did not, actually there was a woodchuck in here when I pulled in. They just did not allow the beans to grow in here. So what I actually did in here is, you guys can kind of see, there's a tillage radish right there and some brassica. I actually broadcasted some brassica in here, and there's quite a few weeds growing with it as well, but the brassica seems to be doing, all in all, it seems to be doing all right. I don't think they're gonna get overly huge or anything, but I will walk you guys up here and show you these beans. They're just, like I said, they're just starting to flower now, but they are super tall, and the deer are not really hammering them that good yet. But see if I can find one here that's starting to flower. You guys can see right there, starting to flower just a little bit right there. So hopefully we don't get no frost that halts or stunts anything, and we get some good pods in here. But as you guys can see, I'm 6'2". These things are every bit of 4 foot tall, and they're actually taller on the other side. So pretty happy with it. These are Eagle Seed large lad, I think, beans. Like I said, first year trying to plant them, so I didn't really know what to expect, but they seem to be doing pretty good, and I think they would be doing a heck of a lot better if we had good soil, but we just don't have very good soil in this field. But I am going to fix that in the spring. I'd like to do it this fall, but it just ain't going to happen. So we're going to do it in the spring, and that's just going to be what it's going to be. It is what it is. You can only do so much. I've done a lot on this property, and it's definitely paid off. I do have some more brassica. This little spot right here, actually underneath my blind, got a little heavy, but brassica's growing pretty good under here, right up next to the corn. Corn's doing pretty good. I got some coons moving in and pulling some corn down, but most of these have 2 ears on them. Some of these, see if I can find one, they actually had 3 ears of corn growing on them at one point in time. So I was pretty happy with that. See if I can find one. Probably won't be able to find one now that I'm looking for it. But all in all, they did pretty good. Pretty decent sized ears, nothing crazy huge. But starting to dry down at the bases a little bit, but not too bad. I'll actually go out over there by the four-wheeler and I'll show you guys the other beans. My thought was this, with this food plot this year, you guys can see Nebraska growing in here. Some weeds, but it's growing. So hopefully it continues to grow and outgrow the weeds. But what I did is I kind of put corn in the middle, and then I put beans around, or in front and behind, to kind of try to separate the beans, so hopefully it wouldn't get eaten on so much. I did have to put a little bit of fencing up. No crazy fencing, but just a little bit, try to help, and it definitely helped. As you guys can see, like that, them beans right there, they are almost 5 feet tall and starting to all flower. Obviously you can see on the edge here they're getting some pretty good browse pressure. This is all where I have my fence. You guys can see it there. There's the corn. You can see these corn, them corn stalks are 8-9 feet tall, and the beans are half that height. So they're doing pretty good. Now my fence ends right here, and I had some more woodchuck problems on this end. I kind of left this little strip here for the deer. So, and actually right here, all this, I had some leftover chicory. I wanted to see how the chicory would grow in here, so I planted some little bit of a chicory on this edge here. Not much, more or less of a test for myself to see how well the chicory would do in here. And it seems like it's doing pretty good. So now here you guys can really see where I don't have my fence. My fence is down there. The browse pressure, the deer hammering these beans on this end where there's no fence. So is what it is. The soil on this end of the field is way worse. This is actually like a 4.8 down here for pH. It's pretty bad. So what I actually did is, this spot, it's got some weeds growing in it. I did throw a few brassica out here just to see how they would do. Some of them, like this radish, are doing good, and others are just not doing very well. But that's part of the course for terrible soil. So next year, next spring, there's a lot of work going into this field. A lot of work, a lot of money, a lot of work. Try to get this pH back to where it should be. I guess I threw some chicory over here too. This chicory is actually doing great. You guys can see it's real thick right here, but it's doing good all up in here. So there's a mix of things in here, but this got hammered by the woodchucks, so I just dissed it under and was gonna try something. And actually I think my saving grace on all these spots that got either hit by the woodchucks or bad soil, I have 250 pounds of rye, winter cereal rye, on the way. Should be delivered tomorrow. I'm gonna broadcast that in all of this. So just a quick little video here. Like I said, I just going to the fence here. I did broadcast some brassicas into where the woodchucks hit this too, but the brassicas definitely are coming up. There's a lot of tillage radish in here. And then we get into the beans. Obviously the deer are getting in here too, even though we're in my fence area, but the beans in here are doing fantastic. They are huge. If they I'm really hoping we get a good pod crop, because if we get a lot of pods here, it's going to be pretty awesome. See, the brassicas aren't doing well down there, but they're doing great over here. Like over here, the brassicas are almost a foot tall already. There's a bunch of turnips all mixed in here, right up against the corn. My blinds over there, and so a little bit of brassica that's going to grow in here. Some Till's radish that's going to be in here. Hopefully, really hoping we're going to have a good bean crop of a good amount of pods. The way these are flowering right now, I'm pretty hopeful. I just hope we don't get hit with a really bad early frost. And then you got the corn, obviously. And I am going to be doing all the winter rye is not coming here. I'm going to do 100 pounds of the acre here. This is about a 1.2 acre field. So I'm going to do about 120 pounds of rye here, and that's going to be my saving grace, I think, to this food plot in these spots that are not that good. So I'm gonna call it quits for this little video. Just want to let you guys know I had some life events, got married, doing a big honeymoon, so I took a break, but I'm back. We're gonna be making videos all fall straight through into coyote season. I promise you guys I'll do better on the coyote videos this year. I sucked with them last year. It is a ton of work doing them coyote videos, especially the way we hunt. It is it's a lot of work. It is tough to capture. It is tough to keep you guys informed on what's going on. It is tough all around. So I'm gonna do better with them though. That I promise you guys. So with that being said, I'm gonna move on, and I got, I don't know, 17 or 18 trail cameras in my backpack there, non-cell ones, one cell one that I want to move. I'm going to put about 5 or 6 cameras on this property, and I'm going to 2 other properties today. So we are full bore. Got to get this stuff done before we leave for the honeymoon, so when I come back I know what the heck is going on around here. So stay tuned. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys are going to be glad that I'm going to be making videos again. And next time you see me, probably have bow in hand, and we'll be on a hunt for Norwood. You guys have heard me talk about him for years. 6.5 years old this year, and we're getting pictures of him. So he's actually already shed his velvet, so pretty excited about it. So on the hunt for Norwood this year. I'll see you guys when I get back, and we will be heading to the tree stand.